Hello there! This is DBT, and this is Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite, and today I will be driving my Glickenhaus 007S in multiplayer to determine how far can it take me? And this is the series of videos in which I drive the car in MP1 in the most competitive multiplayer series to see, well, how far the car takes me. Now, first thing that I will say is that I'm recording this at some point in the past. Similar to another video that should have been released already, I'm recording this at the very end of the Speed Parade season. You can see that there's only some hours left. And the reason why I'm doing this is because, well, I really have been wanting to make a video on this car for a while. Now I'm in the correct league to play with it, and, well, I have fuel because of the Unite Pass extra fuel. So I thought, hey, this is the perfect moment to do it. Now, before I keep talking about it, let's talk about this car itself. This is a Class A car of a top speed of 358.6. Now, I do have the car straight up at gold, so this is the absolute maximum speed, which is, at best, average for Class A. So this is not a particularly fast car, though, once again, not insanely slow or anything. Acceleration of 89 is just straight up bonkers. It's insanely good accelerating, and with handling of 8263, also really good at that. Now, the weak point of the car would be the nitro, but once again, once you have this level of acceleration, yeah, over here, and the handling and a decent top speed, this car can definitely deal some damage. Now, in this league, in theory, I should be matched against these cars. We got the Vanda, the 570 Spider, the Carrera GT, Aventador J, Lambo Veneno, beautiful car, the Nissan GTR 50 Idle Design, ATS Automobile G, whatever, the Zenvo TSRS, Lambo Sexto Elemento, and there's my car. But the reality is that I'm probably going to be facing also cars from higher leagues. So, let's get to some multiplayer, and I'll continue talking about this whole thing. And if you like my content, please hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel. When you do that, you tell YouTube this is worth recommending, and the channel can continue growing. So do it for DBT. But alright, so, like I just said, I'm recording this at some point in the past. Normally, I like recording videos that are relevant to what is happening in the game at the moment. So if there's a car hunt for a certain car and I have it and I can show it to you, I will. Now, the thing is that for this car in particular, the most relevant thing about it is when there's a special hunt for it. And don't get me wrong, that is a fantastic thing. That is how I was able to gold this car. And I'm looking forward to have another one of those because on the Nintendo Switch version of the game, which I also play right now, this version you're watching is the Windows version. On the Nintendo Switch, I don't have this car goldened out. In fact, I think I only have it at 3-star, so I'm definitely looking forward to a rerun of the thing. But anyway, the point that I was making is that this car normally doesn't have a lot of relevance in terms of, oh, there's something happening for it right now. And this is a car that I actually like quite a lot, the way that it looks. Now, like I said, this is the second video that I record in this way, where I'm recording it basically, there's another video that I recorded just before this one, and it's for another one of these LMH cars. It was for the Lamborghini SS63. That video should already have been released, and if it hasn't, it means that something changed, and for some reason this video became relevant, in which case, hey, look, the relevant car, this is how it drives, let's go. But anyway, that's gonna be a first place. That was an easy one. To be fair, this is a track that definitely benefits this type of agile, great acceleration cars, so there is that. Defeated a Vanda, which is actually a gold Vanda, I think. Huracan Evo, Aventador SV Coupe. Well, that didn't get a terrible result given their low rank. Anyway, Corvette Grand Sport Neo, Essenza CB12, beautiful car, and a LaFerrari. Alright, that's the first result. Let's keep going. And it is a little bit funny to me precisely to be recording two videos in a row, literally within minutes of finishing one and starting the recording of this one, with the LMH type of cars, or LMDH, or whatever it is. And you might be thinking, DBT, why are you doing this? Why are you recording a video like this in a row of a car that is not super relevant or whatever, and you're thinking of uploading this in the future rather than as soon as you have it? Well, it just has to do with the fact that, as explained in the SC63 video, but then again, maybe if you watch the SC63 video, that might have been a few weeks ago that I released it, which would make this even way longer, this would be released way, whoa! That guy just teleported over there. Massive desync, Jesus. Anyway, whatever. The point that I was making is, yeah, I'm recording this because it's at the very end of the whatever season I just said that it was. I always forget what it's called. And I did get the Legend Pass, or Unite Pass, I suppose, in this season, which is where the Lamborghini Temerari was released. And I got it precisely because of that. Because I knew I was going to be making content on it and whatnot. So, That's why I got the Unite Pass, and that obviously gives me a bunch of fuel, which makes... Oh my... What? That was 100% my fault. I'm fine. I'm fine. Now I'm gonna lose to the Vanda, even though I was in a perfect position to beat the Vanda. Ah, well done, DBT. Well done. Jesus, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm okay. Ah, Jesus Christ. All right, well, yeah, the Vanda beat me. I was gonna beat it, but I did make a noopsie, so there is that. Did beat the Super Leggera, Hurricane Evil Spider, Senna GTR, Veneno, Viper, and a Volcano. All right. I'm disappointed, definitely. Anyway, like I was saying, I bought the Unite Pass and I have the extra fuel for it. So this allows me to make this type of videos much easier, where I don't have to be worrying so much about, oh my god, after 3 races, this thing, I need refueling, and particularly with Class A cars and higher, well, Class A, Class S, you know that the refuel takes way longer, and the refueling per ad, or the percentage reduced for refueling per ad is way slower. While in a Class B, I think it's like 35%. For Class A, I believe it's 20%, 25%, and for Class S is 20%. So it makes it really, really annoying to try to do that. So that's why when I have the Legend Pass or Unite Pass and I have the extra fuel, I like recording videos precisely on some cars that normally would have too little fuel, and this is one of them. So now the thing is, you might be thinking, well, the solution is easy, DBT. Just get the Legend Pass for the next season. I'm not really all that keen to buy the Unite Pass. I know I keep switching between calling it Unite and Legend. It's fine. It's GameLoft's fault. Jesus, I can talk. But anyway, I am not super keen on buying the Unite Pass here on the Windows version, mostly because this is a version that, while I do play it a bit, and especially when there's events that I really care about, like that for the Lamborghini Temura and whatnot, for the most part, I don't like buying two Unite Passes a month, all right? I would rather buy it for the Switch, which is where I play the most, and over here for the Windows version, I don't buy it. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be buying the Unite Pass soon again, so that's why I'm like, oh, I gotta make the most out of the fuel that I have right now. Defeated a Vanda, Aventador J, a spam of 3 Hurricanes, there's the Grand Sport, and another Aventador J. Let's go, you beautiful, insane machine. Now, here comes the part where DBT talks about these cars and why he likes so much these weird-looking racing cars. Now, I already gave this same conversation in the SC63 video, which, once again, for me, it was half hour ago. For you, it might have been weeks, who knows, maybe a couple months, I don't know. But either way, I really like this type of cars. I know that not a lot of people actually like them very much in terms of the look, but I do, because while they do look similar, I just love these purpose-made racing cars. Now, if you don't know why this looks similar, for example, to the SC63, you might be thinking, wow, the cars look very, very, very similar. In fact, I've seen a bunch of cars like this, and they all look similar. What's up with that? Well, it just has to do with the rule set of the competition and where, well, the racing class in which they compete. Again, I don't know if it's LMH or LMDH. LMH is standing for Le Mans Hypercar. LMDH is standing for, what is it? Daytona Hypercar, whatever, something like that. The point is that the thing about it is that they need to basically have the same overall shape, the cars. And they actually are allowed, or only allowed, to get the chassis from certain manufacturers that all of them have this shape. Again, that's part of the rule set. The car needs to look like this. It's the optimized shape and look for the car. I suppose shape for functionality. And then the brand that is using that chassis gets to customize it to still make it look bespoke to their brand. All right, so defeated a Grand Sport, Volcano, Hurricane, excuse me, Aventador J, Grand Sport, and another Aventador J. Man, the Aventador J's have been noticing them quite a bit more in this multiplayer series. So while the cars do look similar in general shape, they are indeed different. If you put the SC63, the Lamborghini car, versus this one right next to one another, you will notice the differences. But anyway, so that's why they look kind of similar. Like I said, I know that some people, a bunch of people really, don't seem to like this type of cars, and I can understand why. They're not cars that are made to be beautiful. Like I was alluding to earlier. Oh, should I go for the jump? Oh, no jump, let's go. Like I alluded to earlier, these cars are purpose-built. They're meant to be amazing racing machines. They're not meant to be oh wow, what a great looking car, this is fantastic. No. They're meant to look weird. They're meant to be functional, and that they do very well. Now, another car that is in this same type of cars, but it looks a little bit or considerably different, is the Peugeot 9X8. If you know that car, it's also in this game. It's a Class A car. Very strong in this game, apparently. But anyway, it does look a tiny bit similar, but maybe not so much. If you look at it, at first glance, you might be like, no, it doesn't look anything like it. It doesn't have the big wing or the fin or whatever. Yeah, that is because Peugeot was being a little bit, what would I say? Stubborn. That is like, no, we can develop this same car, sort of similar chassis, but we don't need the wing. We're gonna get all of the downforce from our fancy aero under the car. So yeah, they got a little cocky about that, and eventually they were proven wrong. And the aero version of the car, of the 9X8, by now, it actually has a big wing, so there is that. All right, that's another first place. Vanda. Feels good when you beat a Vanda. Grand Sport, Huracan, Grand Sport, Aventador J, Huracan. Jesus, can you tell which one are the spammed cars? Just saying, I mean, I'm asking for a friend, you know? Ooh, Greenland now. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to perform. Ooh, look at that, there's an Invincible. Man, that Invincible is such a strong car, it's ridiculous. But anyway, to be fair, it is Class B and I am Class A, so I am a little bit faster. I even have better acceleration. The Invincible has insane acceleration for Class B, and still not as good as the acceleration for this thing, so there is that. But anyway, so yeah, I do like this type of cars. In fact, I think I'm gonna start collecting them. You may or may not know that I like collecting diecast of cars, 1/64 scale, like the Hot Wheels scale type of thing. And I do have a lot of Hot Wheels, but as of late, I've been also collecting of some other brands that are less like toys and more like collectible thingies, right? They're not meant to be rolled around or anything, but whatever. So the point is that there's this brand called Mini GT, and they have been releasing this type of cars. So far they have released, I think, some Cadillacs, an Audi. There's another one that I can't remember right now. Oh, I think it's a Honda or Acura. It's Acura, Cadillac, Audi. I think those are the ones that I've seen. And I already got the Cadillac. I'm gonna look for the other two. And I also know that brand it's releasing the Lambo SC63, so you bet I'm gonna be buying that. I don't know. What can I tell you? I like these weird looking cars. To me, they're beautiful because of how weird they look and how purpose-built they are. That's another first place, defeating the Invincible, Huayra, Grand Sport BLF, Apollo N, Huracan, and 570 Spider. I honestly thought that these cars, for example, would catch up to me because both of them are much faster. This is almost like 370. This is over 370. So I thought they were gonna catch up, but hey, apparently, I don't know if the acceleration or the good drift in the drifty sections helped me over there. By the way, I gotta say that I'm extremely disappointed that I haven't gotten anything over ×3. I think I got a ×4 maybe? But man, this is so little. No, you know what? I did get a higher one, but when I tried, my game crashed, so that was great. Now here's a bit of a peculiar thing about this car in the custom colors. You have seen that I've been changing the colors of the car throughout this video. The official color is this one, right? And it's fancy, red with the white accents, and looks kind of dope. Now, if you choose another color, it gets rid of the accents. You will see that it no longer has a white here or in the fin or anything like that. So that's kind of peculiar, but hey, there it is. So this is just the livery. But the funny thing is that if you go to custom colors, it actually restores the white accents. So this is one of the few cars where when you go to the custom colors, it actually adds back the accents. Normally, when you go to custom colors, it loses all of them, and all of this would be at one solid color, but not this time. All right, let me figure out a cool color for this thing. Ooh, we're in Osaka. Oh, look at that. Okay, I was worried that my custom color wasn't gonna look... Well, that thing still looks pretty dope, right? But anyway, that my custom color wasn't gonna be very noticeable because depending on the lighting of the track, sometimes custom colors, especially dual tones, don't look all that great. But yeah, you can see it pretty well over there. It's some weird mix of red plus... I don't know what else, some purplish tone. I don't know, anything that has to do with magenta to purple colors, I don't know what to call them. To me, every single one of them, it's purple, so who knows. Oh, he went for the lower side. I don't like going to the lower side. I'd rather go over here. Now, am I gonna pay a terrible price for this decision? Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna try to do at least half decent over here. Get some nitro going and the jump. All right, here we go. And yeah, this thing is absolutely a beastly performance. Like I said, you can get this car in a special hunt. There was a Grand Prix. Actually, there were like 4 Grand Prix for this car or something like that before the special hunts were a thing. But yeah, so that's how I got it here and on the Switch. In both cases, I got it to low stars. Oh Jesus Christ! But thanks to the special hunt, I was able to straight up gold it over here, and I'm so happy about it because man, this thing do be a powerhouse. I love it. And that's another first place, defeating the other Glickenhaus, Aston Martin DBS Superleggera, 3 Vandas. Let's go! I mean, that's okay. And a VLF and Invincible. Man, all of these cars. Man, well, the VLF was, I think, the one with the least chance to win over here because it's not very agile. But all the other cars, agile. Man, that was a good race. I liked it. And now we're in New York. And I am a little bit worried because, well, no, once again, I don't know. I have this feeling like the cars is slow, like my cars is slow, but no. At gold, it's not slow. Like I said, it's average for Class A, so it should be all right. It's definitely faster than those Hurricanes. I definitely accelerate faster than those Hurricanes, you know, in general. As I said, that the Hurricane is in front of me, but still. So no, we should be fine, hopefully, unless I mess up. Not that it has happened ever before, much less in this video alone. I've never messed up. I don't know what you're talking about. With me, it's all skill, baby. And yeah, by the way, if you notice DBT not doing a good job at using floaties, that is because DBT doesn't really know how to use them properly, so don't judge me too much yet. I'm trying to learn. Really, I haven't looked into it, but I should, because I know that floaties do be pretty strong. And I was mentioning in the video that, again, I recorded just shortly ago for me, but for you it's been a while. The one on the SC63, I was talking precisely about how that car, it's apparently the only Lamborghini of all of them in this game that has floaty capabilities. And I'm like, oh, and it would be great if I knew how to make the most of it, but apparently I don't, so here we are. But yeah, that's gonna be another first place. And that felt a little bit easier than, for example, the one that I did with the SC63, but that's just because this car is so strong. And man, oh, finally, Jesus, I was so ready to say like, okay, this video, unfortunately, we were not able to get out of gold because it takes so long. But yeah, we just made it into Platinum League. Let's go. Defeating the Huracan to Aventador J, Grand Sport, there's the Evo Spider, Fab 70S, and an Acura NSX. All right, look at that. And there it is, Platinum League. And yeah, this car managed to get me out of its sub-league, and now here we are. Now, as I've said before, it is a little bit difficult now to make these videos of the how far can it take me, because it takes so long for you to rank up that I don't know that this even makes sense. Maybe I should rename this series. Why don't you give me some ideas? Or maybe just tell me if I should keep this name because it's sort of historical in my channel. Who knows? Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, you want to do, hit the like button, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.